You're on mute. 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 Mute.
Hey, that's Tori B.
Hey, y'all.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I thought it
Okay.
was me.
I don't know what that was, but that's all right. Because welcome to the show. Hey to the people. Uh, yeah, let's get right into it. So, The Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 is currently filming, and it has been officially announced by the Southern Belle herself that Phaedra Parks will be returning to finish out the remainder of season 16. Now, you guys know that season 16 has had a lot going on, so we're going to get right into it. But before we do, make sure that you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for any updates that we have. Thank y'all for tuning in with us. This is a live. This is not recorded. I was on the way to go eat my lunch, and then Phaedra, boom, went ahead and dropped the tea. My phone was blowing up. I asked Tori what she was doing. She said she was faking like she was working. So since I ain't actually doing no work, because I'm not faking like I'm working, I have not been working, and Tori B is faking like she's doing work, we decided to come on here and clock on in over down to the No Chase TV and give you people what you wanted, which was to talk about Phaedra Parks returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And go ahead and drop some Atlanta tea while we got you guys in the room as well. Tori B, what were your initial thoughts when you saw that Phaedra had that little ass peach up and she announced that she was returning? That peach was little.
Because she ain't there for the full
Anyway,
season. She wasn't there for the. She's not
okay,
gonna
so
be
that's
there
the
for the
baby
full season.
peach.
So she a part-time
Well, you
piece,
know she's
half-time
not.
piece.
Yeah.
She's returning as a friend.
Um, I don't know. I was going to say that allegedly that the Real Housewives of Atlanta are going on their international trip, which means that it's wrapping up. So she signed on right before the big group trip for the girls. And so we'll see how that works out. She went ahead and posted this today, not too long ago, on her Instagram. And this is the announcement that she posted. If you could read her announcement message, what did it say, Tori D?
You called, I answered.
You there?
Yes, you called, I answered. Chase is frozen. Okay, but I'm happy. Phaedra is back. Let's go, baby. We need some epic reads because I don't know if the girls can read. I don't know if the girls can read, but Phaedra will be reading the girls.
So you're excited.
Yes, we needed her. If you're not gonna have I was about to call her Kendra. If we're not gonna have uh Kenya,
Kenya. Kenya.
Kenya, We gotta have
Kenya.
somebody else. And I'm gonna be honest with you with Candy not being here, why not? If Candy's not here, why not? Why not bring the girl back? And the girl should be on RHOA. I don't like her on Married to Medicine. I think we need to leave Married to Medicine alone. And the girl needs to be on she needs to be on RHOA. I'm excited for this. I need somebody to read the girls. I don't know what are the other girls that are reading, but my girl Faye Faye is back. And that means it's Peach is freaking Frack. Freaking Frack is back. I know y'all wanted Kendra. Why I keep
All
calling
right, come
you?
on now.
Why I
I
keep
let you slide once. I'm not gonna have it.
uh we can't have what's her name?
Kenya, you know her
Hey,
name.
we can't have Kenya. Why not have freaking Frack back? Um it won't return to the epicness that we're used to from RHOA, but let me get a piece. Something's gotta work. They had to give us something.
Well, I'm gonna just keep it real with you, like I always seem to do, Diva. I was not a big fan of Freaking Fraud, and so now Freaking Fraud with no checks or balances, i.e., being Kenya, is gonna be a mess because Freaking Fraud they were steamrolling over a lot during their tenure initially during the show, and now we're just supposed to go ahead and welcome her back with open arms. The way that she left was unceremonious. She left under scrupulous circumstances, and now there will be no check or no balance. I'm not a Marlo fan. There's no Marlo there. There's no Kenya there to question the validity of Phaedra and Portia's friendship and how they were able to bounce back after Phaedra basically threw Portia under the bus, and then Portia threw her right back under the bus in regards to their situation with Candy Burris, who is no longer on the show. Would you have rather? Before I even ask you that, let me just get back into getting her ass because
Wrong
tormenting us all
picture.
married, huh?
Wrong picture.
Oh, we love you, Sonya. Um, we love you, Sonya. We do. Okay, baby. Who running my show? Thank you.
No, that's Sonya again.
Okay, I
Sonya.
just want them to stop.
Sonya, I'm sorry.
Be calm. Okay, thank you. I don't even think that was the me. I think it was me pressing the button too much. But anyway, rest in peace, Tanya Massey. As I was saying, in regards to Phaedra's return, this is not Married to Medicine where she could just sit around and do absolutely nothing and collect the check. She has history with these girls. She has roots with these girls. And Shamia will be there. That's the check and the balance because, Shamia never liked Phaedra in the first place.
Well,
Oh,
did you look online? Did you look online?
why?
She made up with her.
Nah, Phaedra, but
She
Shamia is
made up with
Shamia.
Phaedra recently. They
Yeah,
took
but
a
Shamia
photo.
being Shamia and those cameras are rolling, Shamia is going to ask. It's going to get brought up. Because if you remember, Shamia was passed to the wayside
No,
for Portia's budding, whatever you want to call it, budding or business arrangement with Phaedra Parks.
I agree. I think Shamia should be the one to check her ass. I'm not saying I'm not here for somebody to check her ass. She needs an adversary. And Shamia is the adversary. I'm gonna be honest with you. But they was buddy in that picture I saw online from the past week. So we'll
Hey,
see.
Divas. Yes, all the Divas checking in. Diva!
That's
Yes,
right,
the Divas
y'all.
are clocking in. Hey, Antonio. Hey, there,
Every
Dream. Hey, TKC. Hey,
y'all
Winning
got your
Road.
notification bells.
Yes. The Divas are checking in. Hey there, Wellington. Thank you for helping me get the show on track. It was a lot shuffle, rotation, much like the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So let's just go ahead and break it down from the beginning to where we are now. We knew that the Real Housewives of Atlanta was coming back with a major cash shakeup this season. As we reported here, we didn't break that exclusively, but we did go ahead and report that every step along the way because Tori B would not let me move 1 inch without reporting what the hell was going on with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So the Real Housewives of Atlanta have been filming. The girls have been chopped. Some of the girls being Miss Sheree Whitfield, who was not being brought back this season.
She needed to be chopped though. Sorry. Chase, you're mute again. Mute. Mute. You're not listening. Chase. I'm trying to get it. Hey, y'all. He can't hear us. Trying to get him to mute. Unmute. Hey, y'all. So many technical difficulties. Sorry about that. I don't even know what is transpiring. We've had it from the jump. All right. You back?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm being sabotaged. I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna push through this, you guys. I'm sorry about that. As I was saying, we were looking forward to a new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, co-anchored by newly found friends, Portia Williams and Kenya Moore. We were looking forward to seeing Kenya getting divorced. We were looking for it being finalized. Excuse me. We were looking forward to seeing Portia with her new man that she had stole, Simon, on the Real Housewives of Atlanta after that atrocious season of her spinoff. And before we got to that, Portia announced that she was getting a divorce. And there was something that happened amongst the new cast that shook all of social media and sent them all into an uproar because what happened was with this cast, the drama at the Kenya Moore Hair Care Spa event between Kenya Moore and Brittany Edie sent the Real Housewives of Atlanta into a tailspin. There have been alleged rumors, as we know, from everything from gun violence being threatened to alleged revenge P being threatened and distributed, all of those things that happened amongst the ladies. And then let's see, that happened. We did not know what was going on. It had been alleged. I mean, it was told to me. It was told to me. It was told to a lot of the girls. We got to be honest, Diva. It was told to a lot of the divas that Kenya Moore had allegedly been fired. That was the tea. That was the tea. Straight from the A broke that tea, but a lot of people sat on it. But the word on the street was Kenya Moore, after the investigation, had allegedly been fired due to whatever happened at the spa. A lot of people, a lot of people. This show is a mess today. A lot of people said that she did do it. A lot of people said that she didn't do it. There has been a lot of scuttlebutt. One thing that we do know.
You're here with Great Edie.
I hate that damn clip.
We do know that this is Brittany Edie. And Brittany Edie is still on the show. Kenya Moore has allegedly left the show, claiming that she feels unsafe. And there is not a safe environment fostered for her after being allegedly threatened with that gun by Miss Thing or whatever, right? So we move forward. The show has been moving along. We don't really know who is friends, who is not friends. There have been rumors now that Drew and Portia are not getting along. Shamia has been saying that Drew is the biggest liar in the history of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So they've been going back and forth. And now Portia has been advocating for, would she be Frick? Who is freaking who? Frick, Freak, Fraud, Frack, Phaedra to return. And Phaedra has officially announced that she will return. Not only did Phaedra announce that she has officially returned, but someone else threw their name into the hat as well.
We miss you holding that peach, Kim Zolciak. I mean, do you think there's any chance at all you would enter the fray with those group of women again?
You know, I've been saying no all day, and then something just hit me about the cast. Like Portia, who one of my dear friends, she's adorable. I absolutely love her. Somebody had mentioned that Phaedra is a possibility. Adore her. She makes me laugh. Kenya's gone. Best decision ever. So, you know, I've been saying no all morning, but when I thought about Portia, I was like, well, maybe I could, because we do have such a good time together, and she's so funny. She might be the medicine that I need, per se.
I totally agree with you, but of course, I'm so glad you just mentioned Kenya, because I gotta ask you, when you got the news that Kenya got the boot mid-season on this new season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kim Zolciak, what went through your head?
Thank God. No, I I was told by another housewife, because I don't watch anything on TV, and I was absolutely flabbergasted and disgusted by what she did. It was the lowest of the low, but I've always known how flawed her character was. She talked about my kids in the past inappropriately. She was very disrespectful to me. I don't think it's one thing to get mad and say things or whatever. You don't ever bring somebody's kids into the mix ever. And I think it's the best decision ever. She should have left many years ago.
Well, so there you heard it from Kim Zolciak. She would love to
No,
return now that Phaedra's there.
no. And TKC, stop the bullshit. We don't like racists on our show.
He does. TKC does.
Well, he's insane.
He is. TKC is.
Okay, go. No.
So I just want to put it out there because Kim is throwing her name back into the ring as well. I personally would have loved for Kim to return, but she has crossed the point of no return with me in regards to her statements that she made at her last reunion, the season 10 reunion, where it takes a special woman to work with a whole bunch of black women or whatever she had said. And then Andy wrote in his book that Croy came to the reunion with a gun. You know, why do you need a gun? You know what I mean? And then the fact that Kim Zolciak always feels that she does not have to work as hard as the other ladies do. She can show up when she wants to. She can leave when she wants to. She's never been on any of the group trips. There's I'm sick, Croy sick, the baby sick. She has more excuses than Danielle. Danielle's
Where is
father
your
from
scooter?
I'm talking.
Where's
She
your
has
scooter?
more. I'm talking. She has more excuses than Danielle's father from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. And so, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not here for it. Now you can talk because that's how it works.
Where is your scooter?
Damn. That what you had to get out so bad?
No, she broke. We don't want to see her. And I don't want to see the drama with her and Croy. I'm sorry. It's done. It's tardy for the party, had too many seasons. She spent money like it was water. And I even believe Andy told her she shouldn't be spending money like it's water. We don't want that behavior on housewives. Her time has passed, and that's that. Okay, she can front all she want. Take that hillbilly nonsense between her and Croy. Keep that shit somewhere else. That's not for housewives.
It's very Country
Okay.
Music Network,
Yeah, perfect for them.
TMT, very TLC. I can see her doing great on TLC, fabulous even,
So
but not on my Real
TKC,
Housewives.
yeah, TKC, you can watch that over there. Will not happen over
Um,
here.
I see someone saying, I don't know if that was, sarcasm or not about Michelle and Lovey Scott being credible sources. That's not who I got my tea from. And the next day it was all over the place. So that's all I'm saying. Anywho, divas, I want to go ahead and illuminate on something because it does beg to ask the question, is Phaedra Parks' return fair? The reason why I ask that is because she was allegedly outed. Portia outed that Phaedra was the one who told her about Candy wanting to allegedly drug and rape her. Drug and R-word her. So from there, the rest of the cast banded together and stated they did not want to allegedly work with Phaedra Parks, and she was not invited back. Season 10. Candy is gone, but there were rumors for years that Candy basically gave an ultimatum that it is either her or me. We know the network, if that is true, chose Candy all of these years. Candy has recently come out and stated that she will not be returning, and she doesn't care what they do when she's not there. So, is this fair for Phaedra to
Sorry, guys. More technical difficulties. Okay. Sorry. We're gonna be back up, but like I said, I'm happy for Phaedra to be. Are you back?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think it's
Let's
because
take the
I'm
picture
currently
down so
working.
I could give you the hand signal so you know when you're not. Take the picture.
I think it's because I'm
That's
currently
the
logged
problem.
into work.
It's the picture. We'll take the picture
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, let me take the picture down. Okay. I'm sorry. I think it's because I'm currently like logged into work and trying to do this as well. My internet connection is not having a boost, so we're just gonna thug it on my personal phone. So that's what we're gonna do. However, as I was asking you, do you think it is fair that Phaedra Parks be able to return based off of the reason why she allegedly left, which was telling Portia that that Candy wanted to drug her and R-word her, being that she left under such controversial circumstances, do you believe that although Bravo has meticulously rebuilt her reentry into the society of Real Housewives, do you think it is the right decision, and do you think it is fair that she returned?
Is it
Sorry,
fair?
you guys. Before you go ahead, sorry, you guys. I'm trying. I don't know what's going on, but thank y'all for pushing through. Go ahead.
What I would say is no, it's not fair for somebody to make false allegations against somebody. Um, that is reasons for termination, but I'm going to be honest with you. The bar for certain people, and you know what I mean, people who are not of color, they've let them get away with so much shit that at this point, since you let everybody else get away with doing stuff that they're not supposed to be doing, I don't see the point in keeping Phaedra away, to be honest. If you held the bar at the same level for everybody, regardless of white, black, purple, whatever, then fine. But when you make exceptions for one person because you favor them versus another, then I gotta say, there's no reason to bring her back. That's where I'm at with it.
Okay. Yeah, if we're just looking at it from a black and white standpoint, she should not be back.
Right. Moral standpoint, I agree.
I mean, from a black and white standpoint, she should not be back, you know. But then again, Candy has gone on record to say that they could bring her back, but she would not, she would not be there. She's also gone on record and stated that she is not looking to return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta in the future. So I think that if she's not going to be there, then sure, why not? Bravo has a history of replatforming people who don't deserve the platforms. The Valley, Jax, anybody on Vanderpump Rules for the most part. So we all know that, this is something that happens. We're going to be watching The Real Housewives of New York pretty soon with the original cast on a girls' trip after what happened season 13. A lot of them shouldn't be on television as well, but they are. So, I mean, it's just Bravo at this point. And I think that as far as that's concerned, Bravo gives you a few years off and they're going to bring you back. And we're going to have to deal with it as viewers. Does this make you want to watch?
1 second. I want to address some of the comments because we got to take this seriously.
It is
So
serious.
I'm looking at When in Rome. Girl said she wanted to take you down to the dungeon and eat that vagina. Like y'all made this so much more than this. Let's stop there. That's not all that was said. What was said was that Candy wanted to drug Portia and take her to the dungeon. And specifically, if y'all remember, you got to remember the facts. I'm all about facts. The facts of, remember when Candy was at that reunion, she said, I don't even drink. I don't do drugs. I don't play that game. Honestly, she was mad at that part of it. That is a huge allegation to say somebody is going to drug somebody and sexually assault somebody. So let's not make that, don't minimize that. That is a serious, serious thing. And with that, I agree with Candy. You do not say that you're going to drug somebody or lie on somebody and say something like that. Sexual assault in itself is bad, but that was what was said. It wasn't just, oh yeah, I want to take you downstairs. And they already said they had some type of sexual chemistry. That wasn't the issue. The issue was you lying and saying she wanted to do things well, but also to drug her. So let's be real open, honest, and have a conversation about what's okay and what's not okay. That was not okay.
I agree wholeheartedly. I don't have to even expound on that. It was low brow, it was dirty, it was gross, and we have seen Phaedra play low down, low brow, dirty, and gross over the years with certain cast members with what she's choosing, with what she's chosen to do and how she's chose to fight back against them. Filming with Nene's half sisters, I thought was low brow. If we want to go there, that lie about the whole Kenya Moore fellatio with Apollo thing and all of that and dragging it out for years. I felt that that was going too far, and I definitely felt that what she said allegedly about Candy was going too far. And here's the thing, right? Here's where I call into question the people. Diva, let's think about it, Diva. Would you be friends with someone if they lied on you and said that you told them that someone else was going to drug you and sexually assault you? I wouldn't be cool with you under any kind of circumstances because now you lying on me. You didn't hear that from me. I didn't say that. So how could you be cool with someone who has lied to you on you to that degree if there is not an inkling of truth? There might not be an inkling of truth behind what you told them, but the inkling of truth is you're the one who told them that. Because why would you make amends with a person, right?
Listen, I have unfriended people for less.
Exactly.
So let's not even talk
Why
about
did I
lying.
friend Mariah Huck for less? No, I'm just saying no.
Yeah,
You know?
I cut your ass off quick. So
Let's
let alone saying I wanted to sexually assault somebody, I wanted to drug them, I wanted to date them, I wanted to lick them. No.
Go ahead and read the next comment.
The fact that they were all cool with Phaedra shows that there's more to the story. I don't know about that.
The person who said it ain't the person who she died on said it about ain't cool with her, and that's the person that matters to me because it didn't affect any of them in any kind of way. So Kenya, Cynthia, anybody can be cool with Phaedra. It did not affect them in any kind of way. So how they choose to move forward in their friendships and their relationships is their business. When you lie on me, now we got a problem.
Right. And as a Taurus, Candy is a Taurus. We don't play that shit. I'm telling you straight up. No, that's not okay. I'm sorry. Entertainment or not entertainment, that's when it turned real. When you start the lying, and that messes up somebody's reputation. Again, Candy doesn't even drink, let alone do drugs. And I think, that's her choice. If she chooses not to be on a show with somebody, I agree with that. And like I said, I'm happy that Phaedra is back, but I understand completely where Candy is coming from. You ain't gonna lie on me and I'm gonna sit in your face and play and kiki. I don't think so. I don't want to see you. I don't want to look at you. I don't want to hear your name. You lucky you got away with not getting sued, because Phaedra should know better. That is defamation. The problem is, because she really prove it, it's a lot of hearsay. I'll say it as somebody who knows a little bit about some business law. To prove it is hearsay. You know what I mean? But she just left her alone and said, I will not work with her again, and that's perfectly fine. For some of you who are just joining, Phaedra's back. And Phaedra is back is because they need somebody else who is going to read the girls and gather the girls. Kenya is gone. Okay? Kenya is gone. Like I said, and Chase has said, because Candy chooses not to come back to the show, she has said in interviews that she will not return. It left the door open for them to invite Phaedra back. onto the show, and that's what we're seeing right now. Again, there is a moral debate. We understand that. And like I said, I do like Phaedra coming back, but I totally understand what the moral thing is which is she shouldn't have come back. But Bravo has this thing, again, like Shay said, of replatforming people that probably don't deserve it.
That's right, Tori B. They definitely platform people who do not deserve it. And the people who kind of deserve the platform are the ones that are removed. So Bravo celebrities are reacting to this news all over. Toya Bush Harris from Married to Medicine says, Tori, read that, please.
Congrats. Pray you're happy. Yeah, that was a little shady. That was a little shady. Oh, she fell
Let's
out
be
with Toya.
honest. Let's be honest. She should not be on Married to Medicine soaking up them girls' salary and budget, and that's why they couldn't go nowhere because they had to pay Phaedra, and Phaedra don't give nothing.
I agree. I don't like her on Married to Medicine. It's like y'all brought her on there and talk about she was dating a doctor that we ain't see, that ain't even acknowledge her. And they put pictures up of her and the man and blocked out his face.
Now, do you think that they will go ahead and discuss the news that we broke here exclusively back in April about Apollo and Sharian, or Shireen, his
Shireen.
wife, having that domestic violence, that DV um, incident that we broke here exclusively on No Chaser TV, not any other source, not anyone else. And the reason why I know is because, darling, just know that the diva has people everywhere, okay? But what do you think about that? Will that be brought into question? Because in the Real Housewives of Atlanta, it is not the Married to Medicine where they gave her grace. They're going to bring it up. They're going to mention it all. As we know that we broke here exclusively in April of 2024. Shortly thereafter, his arrest, Apollo was arrested on March 18th after an alleged DV dispute between him and his wife. They have since reconciled, but it wasn't broken anywhere else. But no Chaser TV catch that dirt. Do you think that that's ground and fair game to be mentioned?
Yes. And who is his lawyer? Is Phaedra his lawyer?
I don't know, but that's something I would ask too. So if Phaedra coming back over here, she better get over here and get ready to work.
She helped somebody recently. Chaotic. Chaotic from she helped him get out of jail or I don't quote me on that, but helped him get out of a legal situation. He posted it and couldn't wait to say it was Phaedra who helped him avoid.
It don't matter what time of day we have a show. They be in the comments fighting over here. I'm so sad about that. Divas, let's have a little love on one another, okay, baby? All right, divas? Hey, everybody out on X, hey, everybody over here on YouTube, everybody over there on Facebook, how y'all doing? Thank you for tuning in. Phaedra Parks has announced her official return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 shortly before the group goes on their next international vacation. Kenya Moore is currently not on the show. We don't know if the door is open for her to return or not. There has not been any update regarding Kenya Moore, outside of the fact that allegedly, according to some sources, that the incident between Kenya Moore and Brittany Eady will indeed be aired because it is still a storyline and talking point amongst the ladies today from the Kenya Moore Hair Care Spa event that happened a few months ago, shortly once filming began. And so it looks like we will go ahead and see what happened. Thankfully, I really did think that they were going to chop that out of the season, but I guess we'll get some twirl this season.
Yeah. Well, they got to pay her for at least the services they did get from her.
Well, here's the teaser that I got, and I'm just gonna go ahead and allegedly tell y'all what I heard Diva about it anyway. The people said that they did not want Kenya Moore back this season, but Candy quit. They went and they offered her allegedly. I don't know if this is true or not, Diva. So I am not out here being the source of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm just telling y'all what I have been told because it is officially so far removed from the situation that they only wanted to give her 3 episodes, and I guess this is their way of doing so. Now that's the tease I got.
That's what it seemed like. I'm not gonna lie. That's what it
That's the
seemed
tease.
like. Yeah.
That's the tease, Diva. I gave you the tea. Now I don't know if that's true or not. It's alleged, but that's what the street. I
They
don't even run the
packed,
streets no more, girl. I don't be on the corners of the streets no more. So the people, if he had to come to me because I don't go searching for it out.
they packed her up mighty quick, child.
Yeah, very much is given 3 episodes worth. If they're still talking about it, they've done Portia's birthday trip, um, and now which is the domestic, and now they're going on the international one with a mid-season replacement. It's giving
Yeah.
3 episodes, so we're gonna
Yeah.
get into that pretty quick. Hell, we might even get it the first episode. That might be the first episode event. Boom, let's get it. Boom, get it out the way. Talk about it. Let's move on. I don't know. I would have loved to have seen Kenya, Portia, Phaedra, and Cynthia in the same room. That would have been heaven for me. I also would have loved it to have Candy stayed, but we're gonna work with what we got here. Um, Overall, do you think this is a good move? And then we're gonna go ahead and see you tonight at 6 p.m. for the Real Housewives of New Jersey. And then on Wednesday we will have more on the situation, unless something breaking happens for happy hour. But what did you think? Good move or no?
They needed somebody else. I'm sorry. Like Kenya is let's be honest. Kenya is a huge chunk. Like she's not Nene, but she would be the next best thing to Nene. And we ain't getting Nene. So who else are you gonna get? Let's be honest here. Like, I'm gonna be honest, Phaedra looks bored on Married to Medicine anyway. This
She
is
is because
more
they act like they so scared. Well, no, them girls want to press her, but Toya said on Carlos King that they was getting ready to get in that ass, and the production staff told them to back off of Phaedra because if they pressed her on anything, she would quit.
yeah, I
Or
don't
was that heavily? It was either heavily or Toya who said that.
okay, well, there you go. I don't really like her on there. She did good on Traders. This is more in line with who she is. Let her wear her wigs, go on her trips and old child, and you know, that's not really her vibe. Those women.
Well, she said that. I think they said that she came to an event. I think Heavenly said she came to an event or she was like there and she was like, "Oh, that's how y'all do it." You know.
Yeah, she
Mm.
as much as she's a Christian woman, she's still like a little ratchet. And Married to
It was
Medicine,
Heavenly.
yeah, Married to Medicine ain't ratchet. They got
Elements.
not only they have a reputation to upkeep. Those are doctors' wives. Like they can't, even though we done saw some ratchet stuff go on the first season with Toya and
Don't you put her name in your mouth.
during the fight.
You
Okay?
can say her name. I'm joking.
Mariah Huck.
Oh,
Toya
God, I
fought
love
and
Mariah.
fought.
I love
That was an
Mariah.
epic fight though.
But
But
that put the show on the map, baby. But they weren't doctors. Those are the doctors' wives, honey.
right. So what I'm saying
And
is
Mariah got the whooping on Toya. Mariah whooped Toya ass up.
tacky Toya. I love when
Infamous.
I love it when she say tacky Toya.
If I only had a brain. Ooh, baby, they
But
didn't want
yes,
none of Mariah and Quad that first season. Oh my God.
ripped
Those
her
two
to shreds.
girls.
Yeah. Anyway, but like I said, like Phaedra could do, get a little bit ratchet, show the other side of her, let loose, let her hair down. She can't do that to Married to Medicine. Can't do it. So I feel like this is a better platform for her. This is where we knew her at. We've seen her go through the phases. We've seen her right before she had the babies, and we get to see Aiden and and Mr. President Dylan again, and all of those things. We didn't see that in Married to Medicine, and then she don't, she can't gather the girls like that. That's not their thing. They're really prim. They're a little bit more prim and proper over there. And we got to let Phaedra loose. So I feel like this is a better platform for her.
I actually think it is. If she's smart, she gonna do this and don't come back. I think that for Phaedra, she came into a new mainstream light, in my opinion, when she did Traders. And I said from
Yeah.
there, she should probably focus on doing that type of reality because it highlights the best of her personality and hides the worst of her personality. She could be funny, witty, zingy. She can be vengeful when provoked in a game setting, which is fun to watch. But in this setting, it could get really dirty, really ugly, really quickly, and it could remind people why they were off of her for so long. You know what I mean? So it's very slippery of a slope that she could be going down. But I wouldn't return. I would continue to seek avenues like villains, Big Brother celebrity, whatever stuff like that. Hey, mom, I'm on the moon, like shit like that. You know what I mean? Like whatever. For me, I would have transitioned my career. But hey, listen, Bravo throwing those checks, and she's collected everyone they've dangled in front of her for quite some time. With that being said, let us know what you think, guys, in the comments. I'm going to edit this show because we had a lot of technical difficulties. And we will be back at 6 p.m. for The Real Housewives of New Jersey. We have this episode, and then Sunday is the finale, honey. So we're going to get into that, divas. Let us know what you're thinking. For everybody who tuned in midday, we really appreciate it. It was impromptu. It was a little bit of a mess, but we pushed through, and we got some good dialogue out because, honestly speaking, while I think it is quite shitty that she's back on the show, considering the reason why she left, I am excited to see what she's going to bring. And I do think that Portia recognized that she does not want to be the work. She doesn't want to do the work. She wants the accolade. She wants to be the star. But does she want to do all of the work? Hell no. Come on here and give me somebody to help me with this.
Period.
And now that Kenya's going, that was going to help her with that. I think that it was smart to bring someone in. Realistically, unfortunately, it looks like we'll never get any leaks back. Kim Zolciak is a no. Y'all don't want Sheree. Y'all don't want Marlo. So it had to have been Phaedra. All right, you guys. Thank you for tuning in, divas. And we will go ahead and see you later on this evening. Until then, make sure that you do everything you're supposed to do. Like, comment, subscribe, do all of that, do all of that above. We're going to go back and do some work because that's why my internet connection don't work now because I ain't doing no work. All right. Peace.
Bye, guys.